This module takes a deep dive into gendered participation along agricultural value chains, highlighting how men, women, and youth engage differently across stages of production, processing, marketing, and distribution. It provides an analytical framework for identifying power dynamics, labor burdens, control of income, access to decision-making, and visibility of roles. Through a gender lens, you will critically evaluate the unequal patterns of engagement in value chains and develop strategies for making them more inclusive and equitable. Module objectives. By the end of this module, you will be able to 1. Define and deconstruct the concept of agricultural value chains with a gender and youth lens. 2. Analyze how gender norms influence participation, benefits, and visibility along the value chain. 3. Examine the roles of women and youth in production, processing, marketing, and value addition. 4. Understand gender-based constraints in different agricultural subsectors: crops, livestock, fisheries, forestry. 5. Apply value chain mapping and gender analysis tools to identify exclusion and design inclusive interventions. Introduction to Agricultural Value Chains, AVC. An agricultural value chain, AVC, encompasses all the activities, stakeholders, and services involved in bringing a product from farm to fork, including input supply, production aggregation, processing, packaging, marketing, distribution, consumption. Each link in the chain is influenced by social structures, particularly gender and age, which determine who does what, who benefits, and who holds power. Gender segmentation across value chains. Gender segmentation refers to how certain roles and responsibilities are assigned to women and men based on traditional norms and social expectations. Some common patterns include: women dominate unpaid labor, weeding, harvesting, post-harvest handling. Men dominate mechanized and higher value activities, land preparation, marketing of cash crops. Women often excluded from decision-making. Despite their contributions, women rarely control the income. Youth often perform low-skilled tasks, such as loading, planting, or casual labor in rural or peri-urban zones. This creates asymmetric power relations, affecting income levels, economic agency, and bargaining power for women and youth. Invisible labor and value appropriation. Many of the contributions of women and youth are undervalued or invisible. For example, women process 60 to 80% of food in sub-Saharan Africa, but are rarely acknowledged as processors. Youth involved in transporting or selling products in informal markets are excluded from formal economic records. Labor-intensive activities performed by women are often unpaid or underpaid. Men tend to control the income even when women contribute equally or more. Gendered constraints in value chains. Women and youth face multiple, overlapping barriers along the value chain. This would be divided into area and constraint. 1. Input, supply, limited access to quality seeds, fertilizers, machinery. 2. Production, limited land rights, lack of extension services. 3. Processing, no access to technologies, unsafe work conditions. 4. Marketing, exclusion from cooperatives, poor market information. 5. Value addition, limited access to training, capital, or branding. These barriers prevent women and youth from scaling operations or accessing profitable market segments. Tools for gender analysis in value chains. Harvard Analytical Framework, Gender in Agriculture. Sourcebook, World Bank/FAO/IFAD. Oxfam's Gendered Enterprise and Markets, GEM Framework. Participatory Value Chain Mapping. Gender-sensitive indicators, e.g., time use, decision-making, control of assets. These tools enable practitioners to visualize bottlenecks, quantify inequalities, and design corrective interventions that promote equity. Success stories and case studies. India. Women-run dairy cooperatives that ensure income control and reinvestment in communities. Kenya. Youth-owned agri-tech firms that provide e-markets for smallholder produce. Nigeria. Women's groundnut processing clusters using solar-powered mills to enhance productivity. Bangladesh. Gender-inclusive fish farming programs with women-trained extension officers. Each case demonstrates how intentional inclusion can create economic, social, and transformative benefits. strategic approaches to inclusive value chains, gender mainstreaming in policy and project design, supporting youth-led agribusiness incubation hubs, promoting access to productive assets and financial inclusion, training cooperatives and producer organizations on gender equality, facilitating digital literacy and market information systems for rural women and youth. Why this module matters. Without addressing gender roles across value chains, development programs risk perpetuating inequality, reinforcing patriarchal norms, and limiting the potential of women and youth. By understanding and transforming these dynamics, agricultural systems can become more just, efficient, and productive.